Carl Icahn, an American businessman born on February 16, 1936, is a prominent figure in finance and philanthropy. He's best known as the founder and main shareholder of Icahn Enterprises, a big conglomerate holding company located in Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. His success in the world of finance has earned him a reputation as one of the most accomplished hedge fund managers and investors on Wall Street. He's often credited with popularizing the strategy of activist shareholder involvement, which involves actively engaging with companies to influence their direction. During the 1980s, Icahn gained notoriety as a corporate raider for his involvement in the takeover and restructuring of Trans World Airlines, where he made significant profits by selling off its assets. As per Forbes, Icahn's wealth is estimated to be between $6.7 billion. Since 2011, Icahn has chosen not to manage funds for outside clients, focusing instead on managing his own investments. Carl Icahn was born into an Ashkenazi Jewish family in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in the Far Rockaway neighborhood of Queens and attended Far Rockaway High School. His father, Michael Icahn, was a cantor and later worked as a substitute teacher, while his mother, Bella National, was also a school teacher. After completing high school, Icahn pursued higher education at Princeton University, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in philosophy in 1957. For his senior thesis, he explored the problem of formulating an adequate explication of the empiricist criterion of meaning. Following his undergraduate studies, he briefly enrolled at New York University School of Medicine, but left after 2 years to join the Military Reserve Force. Between 1961 and 2005, Carl Icahn's career trajectory was marked by bold moves in the world of finance. Starting as a stockbroker, he swiftly climbed the ranks, managing options and investments for various firms. In 1968, armed with personal and familial investments, he founded Icahn Company, diving into risk arbitrage and options trading. His first major success came in 1978 when he gained control of Tappan, later selling it for a considerable profit to Electrolux. This marked the beginning of his reputation as a savvy investor and corporate raider. One of Icahn's most significant endeavors came in 1985 when, pooling funds from investors and banks, he acquired half of Trans World Airlines, TWA, eventually taking complete control through a leveraged buyout. Icahn's management of TWA, characterized by asset sales and debt accumulation, stirred controversy but also yielded substantial profits. He orchestrated various takeovers and investments over the years, including failed attempts such as the $8 billion bid for U.S. Steel in 1986 and the 1990 offer for Pan Am. However, successes like the sale of his Texaco stake for $2 billion in 1989 showcased his knack for lucrative deals. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Icahn remained active in the market, engaging in ventures ranging from acquiring stakes in companies like Western Company of North America and RJR Nabisco to taking control of Marvel Comics. He also made headlines for his involvement in corporate disputes, such as his opposition to Mellon's acquisition of King Pharmaceuticals in 2004, where he wielded significant influence to sway shareholder decisions. These endeavors solidified Icahn's reputation as a shrewd investor and influential figure in the financial world. From 2005 to 2010, Carl Icahn continued to make waves in the business world with his strategic investments and takeover attempts. One notable instance was his involvement with XO Communications in 2005, where he aimed to acquire the wired part of the business. Despite facing obstacles from minority shareholders, Icahn pressed on, demonstrating his determination to expand his portfolio. In the gaming industry, he made significant moves by acquiring stock in Take-Two Interactive and later securing a takeover offer for Lear Corporation, showcasing his interest in diverse sectors. Icahn's ventures extended into the biotech and technology realms as well. He purchased stakes in companies like Telic and Matricity, signaling his interest in cutting-edge research in mobile technology. Additionally, his increased involvement in BEA systems and Biogen underscored his keen eye for potential growth opportunities in evolving markets. Despite facing legal battles and challenges, such as his lawsuit against Motorola and his proxy battle for Amylin, Icahn remained undeterred in his pursuit of influencing corporate decisions and maximizing shareholder value. Furthermore, Icahn's foray into the entertainment and hospitality industries evidenced by his involvement with companies like Lionsgate Films and his acquisitions of casinos and resorts, highlighted his diverse investment interests. His strategic moves, such as the acquisition of Fontainebleau Las Vegas and Tropicana Casino Resort Atlantic City, demonstrated his willingness to capitalize on opportunities in sectors undergoing transformation. Despite facing setbacks, including failed takeover bids, Icahn's resilience and adaptability solidified his reputation as a formidable force in the business world during this period. From 2015 onwards, Carl Icahn continued his trailblazing journey in the financial world, characterized by bold investments and high-stakes maneuvers. In 2015, he ventured into the transportation sector with a significant investment in Lyft, showcasing his willingness to explore emerging industries. Additionally, he initiated strategic moves such as hiring CBRE Group to market the Fontainebleau Las Vegas and exchanging his stake in eBay for shares in PayPal, demonstrating his adaptability and foresight in navigating evolving markets. In subsequent years, Icahn's investment portfolio expanded to include diverse sectors, from energy to media and technology. He made headlines with his sizable stakes in companies like Netflix, Xerox, and Gannett Company, underscoring his interest in companies with potential for growth and transformation. Despite facing challenges such as the closure of Trump Taj Mahal Casino and fluctuations in the value of his holdings, Icahn remained undeterred, consistently seeking out new opportunities and adapting his strategies to suit changing market dynamics. Icahn's influence extended beyond the realm of finance into public policy, particularly through his support for corporate tax reform and regulatory initiatives. His role as a special advisor to President Donald Trump on regulatory reform underscored his significant impact on national economic policy discussions. However, controversies surrounding his potential conflicts of interest and investment practices also garnered attention, highlighting the complexities of his multifaceted career and the intersection of business and politics in his endeavors. In the summer of 1978, when Carl Icahn was 41, he met Liba Trebal, a 28-year-old ballerina originally from Czechoslovakia. Just 8 months later, Trebal became pregnant, prompting Icahn to propose marriage under the condition that she sign a prenuptial agreement. They tied the knot in March 1979. However, their marriage faced challenges. In October 1993, Trebal filed for divorce and contested the validity of the prenuptial agreement, alleging that she had signed it under duress due to a pregnancy. After a prolonged legal battle, the divorce was finalized in July 1999. From their union, Carl Icahn and Liba Trebal had 2 children, Brett Icahn and Michelle Celia Icahn-Nevin. Additionally, Icahn's nephew is Rick Schnall. In 1999, following his divorce from Trebal, Carl Icahn married his longtime assistant and former broker, Gail Golden. Golden had 2 children from a previous marriage. Carl Icahn's influence extends beyond the financial world, as evidenced by various institutions and initiatives bearing his name. Icahn Stadium, located on Randall's Island in New York City, is a notable example, named in recognition of his contributions. Similarly, the Carl C. Icahn Center for Science and Icahn Scholar Program at Choate Rosemary Hall, a prestigious prep school in Connecticut, reflects his philanthropic endeavors. Through this program, 10 students annually receive comprehensive support, covering tuition, room and board, books, and supplies throughout their 4 years of high school. Icahn's alma mater, Princeton University, also benefited from his generosity. He funded the establishment of the Carl C. Icahn Laboratory at the Institute for Integrated Genomics, focusing on genomic research. Additionally, Mount Sinai Hospital in New York, where Icahn serves as a trustee, received significant contributions. In recognition, the hospital named a building the Icahn Medical Institute and renamed its medical school as the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. The Genomics Institute within Mount Sinai was also renamed the Icahn Genomics Institute. As part of his philanthropic efforts, Icahn established the Children's Rescue Fund, which created Icahn House in the Bronx, providing housing for homeless families, particularly single pregnant women and single mothers with children. The fund also operates Icahn House East and Icahn House West, serving as homeless shelters in New York City. In 2010, Icahn pledged to donate more than half of his fortune by joining the Giving Pledge initiative. Additionally, he has engaged in activism beyond finance, collaborating with the Humane Society of the United States to advocate for McDonald's to fulfill its commitment to eliminating pork sourced from gestation crates. Icahn's contributions to society have garnered recognition through various awards and honors. He received the Golden Plate Award from the American Academy of Achievement in 1984 and the Man of the Year Award from the Starlight Foundation in 1990. The Guardian Angel organization named him Man of the Year in 2001, and he was honored by the Center for Educational Innovation in 2004 for his work with charter schools. In 2006, he received the 100 Women in Hedge Funds Affecting Change Award for his significant contributions to improving education.